welcome to the podcast today. It's been a misty morning here, which is so pretty. I find it kind of magical. That is all burnt off now, and now I'm looking out to sun almost trying to shine. We've had quite a bit of moisture lately, which makes me happy, makes my grass grow, it makes my cows very happy, and my dog especially happy. She doesn't love the warm temperatures. She's got a little bit of fluffiness to her. She's a big girl, and yeah, being too hot, not okay. She has several holes she's dug to hide in and some really, really epic shady spots. So good for her. And then sometimes she just comes and hides out in the house with me when it's too hot. And so everybody here is doing well. My horses are liking the cooler temperatures too. They've had a little frolic in their step when I do my morning chores, which is so fun. So fun to experience. I have to say the energies are feeling a little heavy. I had to do a few of my tricks, tips, tools on checking if the energy was mine or if I was picking it up from somebody else. And so when I do that, one of the things I do is I put my hands on my heart and I say, is this my energy? And then I check in with how I feel. And I also break the energy and zip my chakras. To break the energy, take your left hand, hold it out in front of you with your palm facing you and your thumb facing up. Take your right hand and do the opposite. The palm is facing your left hand and your thumb is facing down, and then do a cutting motion. And so you're cutting energies and you're zipping your chakras so that anything that's affecting you, because it's affecting us in our chakra areas, I find, it'll just break it and stop it so that you can reset, figure out, know what's happening. So as it turned out, it wasn't my energy. And so then I do that and then I ground myself so that I can do what I need to do or want to do. Something that came up this morning when I was doing my morning walk and doing that exercise on if it's my energy, I was also nudged to ask, is it something I need to deal with? So this, what I was feeling, and it was intense and icky, didn't feel good. And it wasn't my energy. And then I asked, is it something I need to deal with? Like, do I need to reach out to some people to see if it's them? Do I need to curl up in the fetal position and cry for them? Do I need to like clear my energies? Like, how do I proceed? And what I heard and actually saw was transmute it. Okay, I can do that. Just take what I'm feeling and transmute it, give it a blessing so that whoever or whatever this is coming from, they get a little bit of soothing, peaceful energy. Whether they take it and use it or they don't, that's not my concern. But if that's what I'm to do, then I'll do it. This actually makes me laugh because I have an energy clearing that I do, and it's specifically when someone's being a jerk to you, and I clear it and transmute it and send peace and harmony, or I clear it, transmute it, and no, I don't transmute it then, or I clear it, transmute, or change my energy or my client's energy, and I send it back to the person that's sending it. And it's interesting because sometimes it's very clearly one way or the other. Sometimes I will, clear it and, transmute it into the earth and do all that, and it's still there. So then I have to send it back because apparently that's the only way for it to actually leave, which is interesting. You know, those psychic attacks, not fun, but happens. We're human. We send them, we receive them. And if we cultivate more awareness, we can transmute it ourselves after we send them. So if somebody's really bothering me or I'm really upset about something and I'm feeling like I want to get even, I try to, and I'm not perfect sometimes, do what you got to do, right, people? But I do try to dig a little deep on what do I want as a result. So, do I want them to know that I'm mad at them or that what they did was wrong? And how can I best get that result while protecting my own peace? And sometimes it is a conversation that's ugly. Sometimes it is boundaries. Sometimes it's a conversation with someone else to try to clear the energies and understand better. There's no right or wrong answer. And sometimes it is getting even. We're human. We may not like doing that, but we have to acknowledge that we do have the dark side of us and that sometimes that's what we do. And there's a multitude of reasons. My point is if you end up in that route, like don't be really harsh on yourself. Practice a little self-compassion on you because sometimes screw that person, right? They need a little taste of what they've given us in some cases. And you know what? We're very judgy on ourselves and other people and use it as a learning, a self-reflection. Oh, that's where I went. That's how I handled that. All right, that's what we're doing. Because there's no right answer, right? Disengaging, walking away. I just had a really delightful conversation with someone because we were talking about something that was a messy situation for me. And I said, you know, I want to take the high road, but I also don't want to take the high road because sometimes I feel like if I take the high road, then it makes it seem like what they did was okay when it's not. But I don't feel or think that a conversation about it would actually help because I don't think the other person is in a space or place when it comes to me that they can have open, honest, clear, let's try to salvage this relationship conversations. And that I had to accept. But it's not always easy, but we're in this life on this planet. And it's just how it goes sometimes. So when you're feeling like stuck in that energies and you're wondering, is it mine? Am I feeling the collective? Is somebody mad at me? Because I feel when that happens and I know it, and I'm like, hey, so I have learned to transmute the energy. I don't always send it back. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I transmute it by sending it deep into the earth. 'Cause that's my favorite place because Mother Earth is amazing. And sometimes I transmute it and I send it up to become a shower of sparkles because I can. Yeah, because one of the main goals is to stay in our own integrity, but that does not mean you're always going to be sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Sometimes you need to get dirty. Sometimes you need to say, screw that, not okay. And sometimes you have to process it and make peace with what actually is, not what you would like it to be or not what you would hope it to be, but what it actually is, and from a grounded state. Because this is how life is, right? And so we are building our resilience. We're building our capacity to, be here and handle things. So there's gifts in it for sure. Always. One of our big lessons in this lifetime is to be able to have a deep inner strength and know who we are and not be always looking outside ourselves for validation and for, you know, someone else to pump us up. But at the same time, we all have our insecurities and our, triggers, our way of being that, we're trying to heal or work through or shift. And so do what you need to do, but with awareness. So if I do fight back, and I do it knowing that there could be consequences I don't like. I do it knowing that it's my choice. Yeah. And do I have regrets sometimes? Of course. But other times, not at all. Not at all. And even if I lose some relationships over it, I'm okay. I mean, sure, it hurts, but so does feeling like someone is lying, manipulating, using, betraying, right? I mean, this is where we're at in life. Okay. So the energy shifting that I'm going to do this week, the choices from my Facebook and Instagram were shift and release unhealthy energies of obligation and evoke saying no to people and situations with grace and confidence. Or shift and release stuck patterns of not feeling valued and invoke awareness of self-value, clarity, and confidence. So far, the poll's only going to be open for a little bit longer, but so far, it's the first one. People want support in releasing unhealthy energies of obligation. Oh, I so get that. A good cord cutting will also help with that. And so that's likely the energy clearing we're going to do this week. I am not going to do it Thursday night, though. I will do it Friday night because I have something fun on Thursday. And so don't forget to keep an eye out for that so that you can give me permission to clear that for you and invoke some good stuff. Grace is such a great word. Sometimes we're in situations and we just feel like it's overwhelming, we're overthinking. But if we can give ourselves some grace and understanding, and also the people we're dealing with, some grace and understanding, just to see how that feels like. We are absolutely in an energy of the world right now, in a create our own adventure story, in which we are cultivating awareness and understanding of ourselves, why we do what we do. And in that, working on ourselves can help us understand, you know, going outwards. I'm not going to say we're going to understand the world because I don't think we can. But if we're in a grounded, calm space where we are giving ourselves self-compassion, we're nourishing our soul, we can make choices and do things coming from that space that will benefit the world. I hope that makes sense. Start with ourselves, right? Feel what you feel, see what you see, hear what you hear, know what you know. Okay, so with that, because we are bombarded with a lot of stuff, and so regulating our nervous systems, invoking the calm in the chaos is something I firmly believe in. I'm going to give you a couple of exercises to help with that. Okay, so one is a breathing exercise. As you know, with my Laughter for Wellbeing program, we love breathing. My mindfulness, love breathing exercises. Okay, so find a quiet place where you can concentrate. This can be done lying, sitting, or standing. As you breathe in, you're going to visualize or imagine that you are inhaling a distressing emotion as if it is dark and heavy. Could be smoke. I'm not going to say smoke because we're all the wildfires, but say it's a dark and heavy stream of energy. As you breathe out, visualize or imagine that you are exhaling a compassion energy as a brilliant, calming light. If you would like to have a color for it, that's fabulous. If you would like to have it sparkles and glitter, that's also fabulous. I'm going to repeat this exercise one more time just so that we are clear and we can do this and create some transformation. Find a quiet place where you can concentrate. As you breathe in, visualize or imagine that you are inhaling a distressing emotion or feeling, and visualize or imagine it as dark, heavy stream of energy. You're inhaling it, and then as you breathe out, you're visualizing or imagining that you are exhaling compassion energy as a brilliant, calming light. Can be purple, can be white glitter, whichever color's right for you, or it can simply be sunshine, whatever feels right. And I invite you to pay attention as you're doing this to the soothing sensation it brings when you exhale. Do this for 1 to 3 minutes. So what you're doing is you're transmuting that energy of that emotion. So let's just try it. Nice. How do you feel? Feels a little bumpy at first, doesn't it? And then it's like it soothes itself out and you're able to move forward. Okay, now that we did that one, let's do another exercise. We are going to do the I am amazing, you are amazing, we are amazing, ha 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 ha. And we're going to do it 3 times. So say it with me. I am amazing. You are amazing. We are amazing. Ha 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 ha. Now let's do it together quicker. I am amazing. You are amazing. We are amazing. Ha 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 ha. One more time. I am amazing. You are amazing. We are amazing. Ha 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 ha. Now wiggle your energy. So if you're doing breathing exercises or some tools, some meditations, and it feels heavy because you're transmuting, you're cleansing, you're clearing, do the I am amazing, you are amazing, we are amazing, and dance around your house saying it. as many times as you need to. I'm often doing this out in my cow pasture. I feel like my cows appreciate it. But it's simple, it's catchy, and it will help shift your energy. That's what I'm here to help you with. All right. The journey I'm taking you on today is called the Island of Contentment and Expansiveness Journey. It's a little more metaphysical than I've been doing lately, but oh man, it feels so nourishing. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start that now. So give yourself a little wiggle, find a comfortable place, and get ready to take this journey with me. I invite you to just become aware of breathing. Put attention there gently to settle more comfortably into the support beneath. Take 3 big, deep breaths. 3 big, deep breaths. And on one of those breaths, if they haven't already, go ahead and close your eyes. Remaining focused on the sound of my voice as all the other sounds begin to drift into the background because they are unimportant to pay attention to, only helping you to go deeper into this relaxation energy. And even though there may be a drifting away from the sound of my voice, there's also a sense of when to come back to it in an easy and effortless way. At this point, I invite you to put your concentration to your feet. Imagine, get a sense of walking in a place that's very beautiful and serene. And with every breath, give permission to allow this comforting sensation of walking in beauty through legs, from toes into heels, ankles, knees, and thighs. Being aware of this comfortable sensation, feeling secure, feeling safe, feeling comforted as you're walking through the beauty of your special place. With every breath, continue to sense even more. The air is like a gentle something that sends a warm and nurturing sensation all around through the midsection, the solar plexus. There is a letting go, becoming even more comfortable as a deep inner calm begins to form. As all the senses begin to heighten now, and more, there is an awareness of all that is around in this beautiful, serene place. Continue to feel even more calm as this comfortable sensation moves through the chest, breathing easily and effortlessly, making way through this place that is very peaceful and secure. Notice the sounds around this place. Listen. The beauty of it all speaks comfort in a special way. Head, neck, and shoulders beginning to give way into comfort. And whatever was piled up there now just slips off in an easy release. In a moment or two, begin to imagine choosing a particular spot in this beautiful place, secure and comfortable, taking ownership of this place and this spot of deep comfort, reclining and rejuvenating into an even deeper relaxation energy now. And with each and every breath, comfort now seems to double in strength, and a feeling of all is well swirls around. The warmth and gentle something of the air seems to wrap itself around even more, comforting, calming, as though there is a wholehearted agreement about the spot in this place, reaching out and reaching toward. And as connection is made, arms, hands, fingers, releasing, it is all comfortable and easy. Imagining now, settling into the comfort that awaits in a greater way there. This special spot within this place is a peaceful, welcoming energy. And in a moment, we'll count backwards from 5 to 0, and we'll reach an even more comfortable imagery state at 0. Now at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Deeply, deeply comfortable and relaxed. Deeply comfortable and relaxed. And resting more and more comfortably now. Each and every breath continues to calm and deepen the comfort. As the door of imagination is beginning to open a little wider now. And through that opening, the path beckons. That path that has been created from those tramps through the exotic jungle-like experience of the island of contentment. A very secure island drifting in the imagination zone of beauty and peacefulness. Alone on the island to explore the just rightness of solitude, save for the natural habitats of friendly creatures, though few. It is an island that any or all of the senses could imagine about easily and effortlessly, surrounded by the soft allure of turquoise water, on all sides gently lapping the eternal waves along the sandy shore. Sometimes called to just drift along on that shore, and then into floating offshore just nearby. Yet today, the call is to make that easy climb to the mountaintop of this enchanted island. This enchanted island of beauty and oh so calm peacefulness. To sitting adrift at top, almost as though partially in the clouds, so high, so quiet, so expansive. How would it be if it could be then? Let's dream a little and allow, as though the mind could open up so wide that the view could be importantly imagined. It becomes so crystal clearly available to an expansiveness in all directions, all around and all through, sensing from the eye within what could be allowing for more. What would be? if it could be allowed to happen? What limitations would be released and what larger experience calmly imagined so fiercely that it could only become a reality? Letting it in, allowing, letting in more, allowing more coming in. I'm going to give you a few moments to do this allowing. At top of the mountain, in a dreamy-like attendance, the mind is so adrift that the puffy, white clouds do seem near, and yet without obstruction. The mind continues to see clearly, hear clearly, feel clearly, and all around and all through the expansion grows even more. Any positive thing could happen if allowed. What might the direction be going toward if there was a straight throughway ahead? What positive inner support might come to assist in this continuing expansiveness? What deep inner knowing comes forward to help for clearing the way for more just right choosing? Allowing the freedom of the mountaintop, allowing the freedom of it all. And as the stairway up now seems to be coming around, let's take this higher way up to increase its goodness for the life as it expands. And so from 20 to 0, we're going up the stairway. Up the stairway we go to increase the expanded life experience. 20, up the stairway. 19, 18, 17, 16, feeling excited. 15, 14, 13, feeling safe and secure. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And at the top of always and forever, the ongoing continues positively. The mind has expanded to allow more, and the view within is breathtaking. Simply to allow. more of the goodness comes in than goes out. And in the ongoing, ever-flowing expansions, the quietness of the easy breath, the focus of the island of contentment understands its name. For contentment, beauty, and peacefulness are all here within the expansion, within and without, for always. Flowing within, the goodness of life can only bring more goodness. And with that statement taken deep within, we allow all images to fade, though the strength of them remains as we reinforce them all at 0 and now at 1, with a deep cleansing breath in and release, bringing back the good, the positive, and the true. At 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake and alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake and alert. How was that for you? The island of contentment and expansiveness. Such a magical place. Don't forget, you can come back to it, listen to it when you need some more soul nourishing, which in this weird energy of the world, we do need that. I hope you're practicing your self-compassion. I hope you are having more joy in your life than you are challenges. Sending you a blessing. I'll do a blessing boost on this energy clearing on Friday so that we have more of the good stuff than the not so good stuff. And give yourself some grace. You know, things are prickly, things are bumpy, and not every day is going to be the best day. And you're not always going to be your best self. Sometimes you're just going to lose it. Sometimes you're just going to go there. I want you to give yourself some compassion about it. Take it as learning. Take it as something that needs to happen. Don't be hard on yourself. Life is messy. And so I'm also going to encourage you to try to spend some time with nature, right? Ground your energies, visualize or imagine those deep, thick roots growing up the bottom of your feet. Actually, I do have a little exercise for that. Find a natural surface like grass, a beach, or soil, a direct connection to the earth's energy. Safely place your bare or soft feet onto the ground. Take slow, deep breaths to center yourself. Wiggle your toes or gently shift your weight between your feet. Just a few moments or minutes of this grounding practice can settle your nervous energy. You can enhance this experience by taking a mindful walk, maintaining your focus on the sensations rising from the earth to your feet. Feel what you feel, see what you see, hear what you hear, know what you know. For your intuition to work clearly, you need to be grounded. Because if you're not grounded, you're all over the place, right? So if you want to get some questions answered or some messages from the universe, always ground your energy first and then feel what you feel, see what you see, hear what you hear, know what you know. All right. So again, big hugs, big blessings. Check out my website offerings if you feel so inclined. I did a refresh because I've been busy and I've been figuring out things that work, and I'm pretty delighted by it all. All right. Enjoy the rest of your week and next week until we chat again. Bye.